People are slowly and surely checking out of life. People are just starting to just give up. Not in a bad way, but they're starting to just give up on everything. They're starting to feel like they just don't want to compete no more. They feel like they've been competing their whole life. They've been doing what they were told for so long. They're starting to get tired of being programmed. They don't want to be a part of the program no more. They don't want to keep up with this cruel world anymore. So they're starting to just avoid people. They're starting to just disconnect from everything. And a lot of people are starting to feel this way. And I'm just starting to realize this because I didn't know that it was so many people out there that feel this way. And I know the feeling. You feel like no matter what you do, it just don't seem to matter. And then you start to stress yourself out. And then you've been stressing for so long, you're just tired of keeping up. You feel like you've been running for so long. And a lot of people have been feeling like they've been running for so long. So they're just tired of running. They're tired of trying to achieve these unrealistic goals. They're starting to just sense that their reality was all a lie. And I know that's harsh to say that, but that's how people are starting to feel. Can you really blame them? Every time they think about something that's gonna make greatness in their life, every time they think of change, that change that occurs in their life, it don't occur for a long time. It only occurs for a short period of time. And that's the most difficult part. So that's why people are starting to feel this more than ever. That's why a lot of things don't make any sense no more. That's why a lot of people can't explain it. Because it's becoming so difficult to explain. They don't care to bother. So that's why people are just checking out of life. They don't care about the so-called life that they used to love because they don't feel like it's nothing to love no more. So now they feel like they just want to live their life in peace. That's why the older they get, they don't want to keep up with the same fake relationships, fake friendships that they used to keep up with no more. They just rather just be alone and vibe by themselves. They're tired of just all these lies and broken promises. They're tired of just working all these constant hours at their dead-end job that was promised that they was going to have a good life. And as time went on, they started to realize that this is not the life that they wanted. So that's why a lot of people don't feel complete. A lot of people are starting to just live with regrets. A lot of people are starting to just feel like it's just something in their spirit that's always bothering them. And a lot of people don't want to express themselves. A lot of people are just going through things. And I thought I was the only one that was noticing this. but I'm starting to see it in other people also. You can just look in people's eyes and just tell that they just checked out. You got to repeat the same thing over and over when you talk to somebody. And then when they talk to you back, you got to tell them to speak up all the time. So people just don't even want to talk. They don't want to have conversations no more. And like I was saying previously, that's why a lot of people are just resorting to AI. They rather talk to AI. They feel like AI don't talk back. AI don't come with emotions no more. But a lot of people are becoming emotionless. And they starting to not care. And that's the sad world that we coming to. That people can just be so cruel. Because I was watching this video the other day with Afro Man in it, right? These cops raided his house, going through everything. The cops was just raiding his house, going through all the things in his house, didn't find what they was looking for. So he made a diss song about him. And they wanted to sue him for defamation of character. They started the evilness and didn't want to sue him and make up for it. That's why people are just checking out. Because things don't make sense. And I don't think that people who do evil should just play victim. I don't. And that's the part where it feels like it's off. Your supervisors don't talk to you the same at your job no more. They always come to work evil. They don't smile no more. The same pay that you used to rely on is starting to get shorter and shorter. Nothing is starting to add up. That's why a lot of people are just checking out. They don't get life anymore. Because the same life that used to be fun is boring. The same things. And people are starting to feel like they live in the same day over and over. And that's sad. Because people don't do nothing no more. People rather stay in the house. People don't go out. And that's why times like this are getting weirder and weirder. And you need an app to tell you everything now. When did it become normal for you to use an app to tell you everything? You won't even listen to the people in your life that matter the most, but you listen to this app. Like this app can really judge your life. Tell you how you should live your life. So that's why I'm starting to notice this. A lot of y'all been realizing this too. So I want to know how y'all feel about this. Do y'all feel the same way? Or do y'all feel slightly different? Let me know. Because this situation has been concerning me for a long time. And I want to get to the bottom of it. So just let me know how y'all feel. And in the meantime, I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.